going to be a series that really can massively impact the table.
Which is why I have to look down at my notes on mid lane. It's been a while since other combat summoners have been really taken outside of spellbooks onto your mid laners. Be his own player and play his own game as opposed to play for another historic orc. He might get involved here towards this topside fight.
Xiaoshu has a bit of sustain, but he's CC'd up. He doesn't get to use his sustain. Take it out before the play could even happen, and Invincible.
Very practiced on it. Leon as well, very strong on his Viego as one of his comfort picks. Troy's going to get hit.
And this is what you were talking about, right? If you lose control, Angel has been so aware of what Feather and Mole are trying to do across the course of this game so far. Shadow happy to be the front line here, but the rest of the team doesn't have much follow-up for him. And realizing that the mid laner was coming over, they back away here. Shadow with the dash. Photic next target. Flash available for him. Cleanse comes out as well. This is a 3v4, but NIP are winning it anyway.
I have no idea how they won that fight, especially with Photic getting absolutely nailed by the big Ash ult coming and enough tenacity to make sure that the play can get disengaged long enough for things to be put into question. Good trade from Invincible on top side.
Mole, that is the real one. Invincible called it right there. And then I think second-guessed himself, thinking that was the clone. Mole will survive the potential all-in from Invincible. Has a support with him as well, but tell you who doesn't have any supports with him. It's Xiaoshu. Oh, the sustain is good, though. And I don't think they don't survive the dives quite as well. Assume backs off, though, and it will be the tier 1 threatened in the mid lane. Photic now could be the one.
However, going to split the map. They're not going to contest it. NIP, they've already taken the mid lane out of turret. I think considering how much threat there was of it, that full upgrade in one, and indeed has hit that second item, adds in another scouting tool.
Angel's in a similar spot with similar items. Like, 22 minutes is not that crazy late to have two items. It was just how one-sided the previous game was. Feather down. It's a bad
position. Your Ash ult is down, the Blitzcrank is dead. How do you play out without that threat? You're going to lose one mid-turret. Are you going to lose a second? Who's getting out skirmished on the bot side as well. NIP, big power play.
Leanne's in trouble here. One big shock blast could finish the job, but acceleration gate was on cooldown. Herald's going to get an inhib. In Invincible wide on his ultimate, but not wide on his charge. Leanne, the next target is Xiaoshu, trying to tank on the front line, but Invincible goes down, and maybe RA have turned it back around. The poke flies back and forth. The Shadow still in smite range here, and is true with the true damage. Mole dashing forwards as we continue to go back and forth in the longest fight I've ever seen. A TP now as Photic keeps alive from Leanne. The movement is clean from Photic, but he's in a 1v2 now. As the Zoom trying to chase him alongside Mole. The chains won't land as Angel comes in from behind. Mole trying to finish the job and will do.
All it takes is one slip up and Rare Atom are back in it.
They have a pick combo of their own, although the CC doesn't land. There goes Photic, flying across the screen. Feather hooks him, but there's no support to help on the play. Xiaoshu's gone in to try and answer on the backside, but he doesn't have the damage yet. Double kill for Photic as RA sent packing on this one, and NIP can return to that Baron.
With the amount of damage onto Leanne as well, I don't think there's going to be a contest. Certainly not after that. You might have to stick around and hope for something. Giving up the Baron would be absolutely awful for Rare Atom. NIP, they could make it work around the Dragon. They find themselves a pick, though, in the middle.
To be honest.
If you get the arrow into a hook onto a good target, then that's great, you know. You get the ability to roll over the feather. That's coming up sometime into the future. And with the Baron buff, things are going from bad to worse for Rare Atom.
Doing a lot of work on this guy. Set a Shadow just straight over the wall. They look for Feather, and they'll find him. That's one for the AD carry already as Mole flashed on, followed up by Photic, but they couldn't quite finish the job there. And now the rest of the team happy to tank up as the poke continues to land from massive range. Leanne kicked out of the fight by Photic once again. Xiaoshu in the midst of everyone. The sustain is good, but not good enough. And a second inhib will be taken down. Still 50 seconds on the Baron. They can siege the Nexus.
They can certainly try. I think with the Ash Arrow up and the Blitzcrank spawning, it's going to be hard to finish, but they'll give it a good damn try.
Yeah, it's just going to be TPs back into the play. Health bars back to full as one Nexus tower falls. And they have so many cannons that are hammering away. Feather is gone. NIP's health bars are low. Maybe some kind of miracle can happen if Mole can get in, but the Shiv isn't enough. They're abandoning the play. They're going through the Hex Gates. No, they're not. Invincible can't make it out. And Angel suddenly finds himself alone. Big opportunity for RA to punish some players here, as Angel will get jumped on, will get taken out, and will give over a shutdown.
Well, That is some gold in pocket, but you're still down a Nexus Tower 2 and a couple of inhibs. So, NIP still walk away, overall victors, but not the actual winners of the game just yet. Draw now going to get ran out by Mole, has flash. Draw doesn't have him by himself. There's a chance he gets another kill here.
Yeah, we've seen Mole do more with less, and there we go. Finishes him off easily. That's flash used by Mole, but Shadow and Photic do want to punish him for this. It's getting close to walking on vision.
Give up a couple of kills, but it is not enough to put themselves into a deficit. Shadow walking up again.
Yep, here's on that Sejuani, half HP, flashes away, and Joel arrives. Whoa! See you later, Leyen. You ain't getting no resets today. Xiaoshu, he's a big old croc, and that's a lot of sustain as well. Mole trying to protect his top laner here. The CC should be there for Shadow over the wall. Oh, who needs it? Who needs it? Angel just bops him. And well, Mole is desperately trying to get the damage out with this Shiv, but great little shot there by Photic. Shoots it at the pad where Mole had to jump back to. As another tower will be taken. The supers are pushing in both mid. Savage is insane. Photic staying back in this one as an arrow goes in, but it's Joel picked off to start us off here. NIP forced back, but RA struggling to actually answer with their team being knocked back. Feather again gets choked down and taken out. The long-range kills come in. Xiaoshu trying to find his way onto the backside, but it's Photic diving on the opposite side of the play, eradicating RA. What looked like a win for RA right there with a pick on Zhuo is quickly thwarted as NIP find their ace. A triple for Photic, and my God, what a game from NIP with this poke comp.
Photic had a hat and he put a feather in it at the end. Oh.